For problem 4a, we want to solve 2x squared equals 8. To do this, we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. This will give us x squared is equal to 4. Now we're going to take the square root on both sides and make sure to add a plus or minus symbol, which will lead us to x equals plus or minus 2. So we have x equals 2 and negative 2 are our solutions, so there are two solutions here. For problem 4b, we have 3x squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Let's start by subtracting 9 from both sides. This gives us 3x squared is equal to negative 9. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3. This will give me x squared is equal to negative 3. Now we're going to take the square root on both sides and get x is equal to plus or minus the square root of negative 3. However, can't take the square root of a negative number, which means there are no solutions. For problem 4c, we have negative 4x squared plus 2 equals 2. Let's start by subtracting 2 from both sides. This will give us negative 4x squared is equal to 0. Now let's multiply by the reciprocal, negative 1/4 on both sides. Negative 1/4 times negative 4 is 1, so then we have x squared. Any number times 0 is 0, so we have 0. Take the square root on both sides. We get x squared is plus or minus 0, which is just 0. Sorry, x equals. So we have x equals 0, and we have one solution. Problem 4d, we have 2 times x plus 1 squared equals 8. First, we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 2. This will give us 1/2 times 2 is 1. So we'll have x plus 1 squared is equal to 4. Now I'm going to take the square root on both sides. Square root of x plus 1 squared is x plus 1, which is equal to plus or minus the square root of 9 is 3. 4 rather is 2. So this gives us two equations. One is x plus 1 equals 2, and the other is x plus 1 equals negative 2. Subtracting 1 on this one gives us x equals 1, and subtracting 1 on both sides here gives us x equals negative 3. These are our solutions, so there are two solutions. Finally, for 4e, we have 3 times x minus 2 squared equals 27. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides by 1/3. This will give us x minus 2 squared is equal to 9. Now we're going to take the square root on both sides. This will be x minus 2 is equal to 3. This gives us two equations. One is x minus 2, plus or minus 3, equals 3. X minus 2 is equal to negative 3. So we're going to add 2 to both sides here. So one solution is x equals 5. And then we're going to add 2 here to both sides to get x equals negative 1. These are our solutions, and we have two solutions.